In a vast ocean, where the sun shines bright every day, there lived a lonely mermaid named Luna. She loved to sing the most beautiful songs, but no matter how hard she tried, her voice never reached the underwater kingdom. The other sea creatures would stare at her, but they never listened. Luna tried singing at the top of her lungs, but her voice was drowned out by the waves. She even tried singing at night, when the ocean was calm, but her voice still didn't reach the kingdom. She began to doubt her singing abilities. One day, while Luna was singing, a group of dolphins swam by. They were playing and laughing together, but when they heard Luna's song, they stopped and listened. For the first time, Luna felt like someone was really listening to her. The dolphins loved Luna's song and asked her to sing with them. Together, they created the most beautiful music the ocean had ever heard. Luna finally felt like she belonged and her voice was heard. As Luna's song reached the underwater kingdom, the fish and other sea creatures began to gather around her. They were mesmerized by her voice and the dolphins' harmonies. For the first time, Luna felt like she was part of a community. Luna's song brought the ocean creatures together, and from that day on, she was no longer lonely. She had found her place in the ocean and her voice was heard by all. The moral of the story is that kindness always finds its way back to you. Luna's kindness towards the dolphins led to her voice being heard, and she found her place in the ocean. And from that day on, Luna sang her song every day, bringing joy and happiness to all the ocean creatures. The ocean was filled with the sound of Luna's song, and it reminded everyone of the power of kindness and compassion. Luna's song became a symbol of the ocean's kindness and generosity, and it inspired all the creatures to be kind to one another. And Luna lived happily ever after, surrounded by her friends and the music that brought them all together. Hook scene: Luna's song reaches the underwater kingdom, and the fish and other sea creatures gather around her, mesmerized by her voice and the dolphins' harmonies. Luna's song brought the ocean creatures together, and from that day on, she was no longer lonely. The ocean was filled with the sound of Luna's song, and it reminded everyone of the power of kindness and compassion. Luna's song became a symbol of the ocean's kindness and generosity, and it inspired all the creatures to be kind to one another. In a small village surrounded by a lush forest, there lived a gentle girl named Luna. She loved spending her days exploring the woods and watching the animals that lived there. One day, while walking through the forest, Luna stumbled upon a wise old owl perched on a branch. The owl looked at her with big, round eyes and spoke in a soft voice. Luna was amazed that the owl could talk. She had never heard of such a thing before. The owl introduced himself as Professor Hootenanny and told Luna that he was on a mission to help the animals in the forest. Luna was eager to join him on his quest. As they walked deeper into the forest, they met a family of rabbits who were struggling to find food. Professor Hootenanny told Luna that the rabbits were in trouble because the forest was facing a severe drought. Luna offered to help by using her knowledge of gardening to grow food for the rabbits. Luna spent the next few days working tirelessly to grow a garden that would provide food for the rabbits. With the help of Professor Hootenanny, she was able to create a beautiful and thriving garden. The rabbits were overjoyed and thanked Luna for her kindness. As the days passed, Luna and Professor Hootenanny continued to help the animals in the forest. They helped a family of birds build a nest, rescued a baby deer from a rushing stream, and even helped a group of squirrels find food for the winter. Luna learned that kindness and compassion could make a huge difference in the lives of others. One day, a big storm rolled in, and the forest was hit by strong winds and heavy rain. The animals were scared and didn't know what to do. Luna and Professor Hootenanny came up with a plan to help them find shelter. They worked together to build a safe and cozy shelter for the animals. Luna used her knowledge of construction to build a strong and waterproof roof, while Professor Hootenanny used his wisdom to design a safe and comfortable space. The animals were grateful for their kindness and generosity. As the storm passed, the animals were safe and sound in their new shelter. Luna and Professor Hootenanny had helped them in a time of need, and they were hailed as heroes. The animals celebrated their kindness and generosity with a big feast. Luna realized that kindness and compassion were not just important for the animals, but for everyone. She felt happy and fulfilled knowing that she had made a difference in the lives of others. Professor Hootenanny looked at Luna with pride and said, "Kindness always finds its way back to you." Luna understood that his words were true and that she would continue to spread kindness and compassion throughout her life. From that day on, Luna continued to help the animals in the forest. She learned that kindness and compassion were the most powerful tools she could use to make a difference in the world. As the years passed, Luna grew up to be a wise and compassionate woman. She continued to spread kindness and compassion throughout her life, inspiring others to do the same. Luna's story is a reminder that kindness and compassion can make a huge difference in the lives of others. We can all be like Luna and spread kindness and compassion throughout our lives. The moral of the story is that kindness always finds its way back to you. And so, let's all remember to be kind and compassionate towards one another, just like Luna and Professor Hootenanny. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and learning the valuable lesson of kindness. Once upon a time, in a small seaside village, there lived a boy named Jack. Jack was a kind and helpful boy who loved his community. He would often help his neighbors with their chores and play with the local animals. One day, a big storm hit the village, bringing strong winds and heavy rains. Jack's house was destroyed, and he lost everything he owned, including his beloved pet dog, Max. As the storm subsided, Jack was left with nothing. He felt lost and alone, wondering how he would survive without a home or a family. But as he walked through the village, he saw that many others had also lost everything. The elderly woman he had helped earlier was now shivering in the cold, without a home to go to. Jack realized that he could help others, even if he had lost everything. He started by offering the elderly woman his jacket and helping her gather some firewood. As the days passed, Jack helped more and more people, using his skills to fix their homes and provide them with food and shelter. One day, as Jack was fixing a child's broken toy, the child's mother came up to him and thanked him for his kindness. She told him that she had been struggling to provide for her family, and Jack's help had made all the difference. Jack realized that helping others had not only helped them but also made him feel better about his own situation. He had found a sense of purpose and belonging in his community. As the villagers began to rebuild their homes and lives, Jack knew that he had found the most beautiful gift of all, the gift of kindness. He had lost everything in the storm, but he had found something even more valuable, the knowledge that kindness always finds its way back to you. From that day on, Jack continued to help others, spreading kindness and generosity throughout the village. And as he did, he knew that he had found true happiness and fulfillment. The villagers came to call Jack the angel of the village, and his kindness and generosity inspired others to do the same. And as for Jack, he knew that he had found a new home, not in a physical place, but in the hearts of the people he had helped. He had lost everything in the storm, but he had found something even more precious, the gift of kindness and the love of his community. And that, Jack knew, was the greatest gift of all.
Imagine falling in love with someone you know you're going to lose. It's a cruel joke, a punchline to the most twisted of comedies. Miles transferred to a new boarding school in the mountains, a place where the air was crisp and the scenery was breathtaking. It was there that he met Alaska, a beautiful and unpredictable girl who lived life on her own terms. Their first meeting was like a collision of two worlds, a spark that lit a fire that would burn bright and hot. As they spent more time together, Miles realized that Alaska was a force to be reckoned with. Her smile could light up a room, her laughter was contagious, and her eyes sparkled with a fire that seemed to burn deep within her soul. But Alaska had secrets that she kept hidden deep within her heart. As the days turned into weeks, Miles found himself drawn deeper and deeper into Alaska's world. But the weight of Alaska's mortality began to bear down on him, a crushing realization that he couldn't shake. The doctors told him that she was dying, that her time was running out. Miles was consumed by grief, a darkness that seemed to swallow him whole. But as he stood there, trying to make sense of it all, he heard a faint whisper in his ear. She told him that she loved him, that she would always be with him, even in death. Miles held her close, feeling the weight of her words, the crushing reality of his loss. And as he stood there, lost in the depths of her eyes, he knew that he would never let her go. The girl on the cliff may be gone, but she never left. Imagine falling in love with someone you know you're going to lose. In a world where social status and expectations dictated every move, two hearts dared to beat as one. The summer of 2005 was just another season in the quaint Irish town of Sligo. Ciara, a high society girl, had always lived by the rules. Her parents' wealth and influence had created a life of luxury, but also a life of suffocation. She yearned for something more, something real. Declan, a boy from the wrong side of the tracks, lived a life of hardship and struggle. His parents' divorce had left him and his siblings fighting for scraps, but his heart was full of hope and resilience. Their worlds collided at a local beach party, where Ciara's friends and Declan's crew had clashed in a confrontation that would change everything. As the summer wore on, Ciara and Declan found themselves drawn to each other, their differences forgotten in the face of their growing feelings. But their families carried secrets that would tear them apart. Ciara's parents were hiding a dark truth, one that could ruin her reputation and destroy her future. And Declan's past was a minefield of broken promises and shattered dreams. His father's infidelity had left his family on the brink of collapse. As the secrets began to unravel, Ciara and Declan found themselves caught in a web of lies and deceit. Their love was strong, but could it conquer all? As the truth came to light, Ciara's world began to crumble. Her relationship with her parents was irreparably damaged, and her future hung in the balance. Declan, too, faced an impossible choice. His love for Ciara went against everything he'd ever known, but he couldn't bear to lose her. Their love was put to the ultimate test, and the outcome was far from certain. Would they find a way to be together, or would the secrets tear them apart? The summer of 2005 had changed them both forever. Their love story would be one of heartbreak and tragedy, but also of hope and resilience. Years went by, and the memories of that fateful summer faded into the distance. But the wounds of their past never fully healed. For Ciara, the weight of her family's secrets had become too much to bear. She'd lost her way, and her love for Declan had become a distant memory. And for Declan, the pain of their past had never truly subsided. He'd found solace in his art, but the ache in his heart remained. Their love story was one of what-ifs and maybes, a tale of two hearts that had once beat as one, but were now forever apart. The summer of 2005 would forever be etched in their memories as a time of love and heartbreak, a reminder of what could have been, but never was. And though their love story ended in tragedy, it also showed that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. The summer they were equal, though, is a memory they'll cherish forever, a reminder of the love they shared, and the heartbreak they endured.